Hi there, this is David and welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. Before we head into the inn, I want to head over to the market and talk to this guy for a hidden quest. Alright troops, how's it going? Are you learning much out there? For the most part, yes. It's serving as a reminder that we still have quite a ways to go. However, we have every intention of making the most out of this experience. That's what I like to hear. I'm actually about to get started on an evening sale here, so I'll give you a little discount if... Wait a minute, I think I just had a better of an idea. What might that be? Right, I know you'll be tired after the hard work today, but do any of you fancy having a wee at going and running the store for a bit? Are you sure? Oh, it's fine. This line of work's all about having the skills to negotiate well, so it'd be some good experience for you all. So how about it? It's certainly an interesting proposal. Sure, why not? If you're willing to let us do it, then I don't see why not. Oh, good to hear. Let's get started right away then. I mentioned that I was about to get started on an evening sale, didn't I? It might be a little bit, though. I'd like you to handle it. That does sound kind of rough. The idea behind it's simple enough, at least. All you need to do is give appropriate discounts to make the sale. The amount of the discount varies, but sometimes you'll be talking up to half price. Half price? That's a lot. Is it even possible to make a profit by doing that? It doesn't always work out. I've even went into a red a few times thanks to it. But even then, I still think doing it's worthwhile. Worthwhile enough to even send yourself into the red? My personal philosophy is that the amount of sales you make is more important than how much you make. The more sales you make, the more happy customers you've got, and if you got more and more customers walking away happy, then your store is going to have a good reputation. So basically, it all ends up benefiting you in the long run. I see where you're coming from there. Though there's nothing to say that I'm 100% correct. I meant to say, how do you all feel about handling the store separately at different times? I'm okay with it, but any particular reason why? Well, there's no harm in competing with each other, is there? Think of each other as rivals and try as hard as you can to win. That does seem like an effective way to motivate oneself. I don't know about you guys, but sales aren't exactly my forte. Guess I'll take it as a learning experience. It does sound like it'll be fun, though. Can I ask if there's any specific guidelines when it comes to giving discounts, though? I assume how much of a discount you can offer differs based upon the type of goods being sold. Spot on. I've split everything up into fresh goods and processed goods. Fresh goods speak for themselves, really. You'll want to get them sold as quick as you can. That being said, you're free to make up to half price if it comes to it, just so we can get them all sold. Processed goods won't expire like fresh ones, though, so there's no point in discounting them too much. You can't just sell them at full price, though, so 20% off is the max you should go. So fresh goods can be sold for as much as 50% off, while processed goods can only be sold up to 20% off. Got it. Here's hoping I remember that. Oh, don't be shy to bump up prices a wee bit either. Deciding when the best time to do that, though, is all up to you lot. One can assume doing so all depends on how well we negotiate with each customer then. Now that that's sorted, let's get started. It doesn't matter what order you all go in, but how about you go first? That's fine with me. That settles it. Let's see what you're made of then, Reen. Wish you luck. Thanks. Here's hoping it goes well. Okay, well, let's do it. It really seems like the father's accent is easier to read than the son and daughter's accent, I've got to say, which is normally kind of strange. You would think that the father would have a thicker accent since he's actually from the country. So, it's just odd, yeah. Because I could barely even read, the son and daughter's accent back at the school, but this guy's I could actually somewhat deal with. Yeah, I am working here pro-time. Okay, or part-time, not pro-time. Okay, she wants some tomatoes. Okay, well, how many are you looking for? 5 tomatoes? Okay. So, 10 mira per tomato, give her up to half off because they're fresh goods. So you want to actually say 35 mira. 5 tomatoes are usually for 50 mira, but I can offer you them for 35 mira. How does that sound? Sounds fine, I'll take them. Awesome! Seems like he's made his first sale. Indeed, appears to have gone rather smoothly, too. Oh, here's another customer. Yeah, this guy. Okay, what do you want? Yeah, this wine. Okay. So, the wine costs 1,000 mira, but we're going to offer it to him for 900 mira. And he wants a little sale, but what you want to say is include some cheese for 20% off. So how about this then? If you buy it now, then I'll include this cheese for 20% off. Oh, that's an interesting offer. Cheese accompanies wine rather well, too, so allow me to take you up on that. Thank you for your purchase. Okay, pretty good. Yeah, okay. And our last customer of the day. Yeah, what do you want? Okay, stuff for dinner, cabbages. She wants 3, but she told me to buy some extra if they're cheap. Okay, so 20 mirror per cabbage, fresh goods, but we're gonna sell 6 for 60. 3 would normally cost 60 mirror, but does 6 for the same price sound good? So I get double the amount for free? I'm sure my mom will be happy to hear that. Can I have them then? Of course. Thank you for your purchase. And thus, Reen's turn came to an end and the others were given a chance to try their hand at merchantry. Right. That's all you had to turns then. Good job, troops. We owe you our thanks for giving us an opportunity to experience this. I agree. I'm sure experience like this will come in handy down the line. Huh, glad to hear it. A lot of you did well too, considering that it was your first time. It was pretty interesting seeing how your personalities affected the results too. Speaking of which, how do we all do the end? Well, you had the least amount of sales out of everyone, Elliot. You did manage to make a fair amount, though. But that also means you didn't really offer that much of a discount. You have to be more aggressive, really. Oh, sorry about that. Next up's Laura. You were a wee bit too generous with the discounts. Making lots of sales is good, but you still have to consider how much you're making from them, too. Understood. Thanks for the advice. Next up is Reen. You ended up doing really well in both the number of sales and how much you made. I'm pretty impressed. With a bit more experience, you could be a fine merchant. Huh, you think so? I guess we've discovered another of Reen's hidden talents. Impressive. Being told that by someone with experience here really is impressive. And finally, Alyssa. You wouldn't happen to have some prior experience, would you? Not really, no. That really is amazing then. I have to be honest here. You almost managed to sell as much and make as much as I normally do. You even got a unique style that brings the customers in, so there really isn't any advice for me to give you. That's quite the evaluation. I think that's a bit of an exaggeration. So Alyssa has the skill to potentially become a successful merchant then. I have to admit that I'm a bit surprised. I didn't expect her to be this skilled either. Do any of your relatives happen to be involved in this kind of work? Not that I know, no. Well, either way, today ended up being pretty interesting thanks to you. Here, take this. It's your wage for the day and get a coral bracelet. And as a bonus, we get a marble bracelet. Sweet. Okay. Awesome. And that completes the quest. So I do want to look and see what those things do. Let's go down here with a coral bracelet. There it is. Oh, +5 strength and prevent steal, and this is +5 art attack power. So we'll give the coral bracelet to Reen, and the art attack power one, yeah, we'll give to you, Elliot. So there we go. Awesome. And let's head on back to the inn.
That was delicious. Those are some seriously fresh vegetables, too.
Yeah, nothing beats food made from local ingredients.
I quite enjoyed the rye bread myself.
I suppose this whole field study thing isn't so bad when you take the menu into account. I wonder what the others in Group B are doing right now.
Somehow, I doubt they're sitting around a table and talking like we are.
That would certainly be a shock if they were. I can't help but question what exactly Class 7's purpose is, though. Instructor Sarah says it's about Arcus, but I don't think that's the only reason we've been brought together.
I'm certain it's not. If that were all, today's field study tasks would serve little purpose.
It seems as though she's trying to make us experience, I don't know, things. Like all kinds of things, big and small. What I can't wrap my head around, though, is why.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to put everything in its place, why don't you just go with the flow for a change? It seems like you're desperately trying to find something. But if you don't plant yourself somewhere, you're just gonna blow away with the next big gust that comes along.
What do we have to offer one another, when our reasons for enrolling in Thor's in the first place are undoubtedly very different?
Our reasons?
I hadn't considered that.
My reason for enrolling was quite simple. I aim to come ever closer to my goal. Or, rather, to the person whom I regard as such.
Who's that?
This is neither the time nor the place to discuss such matters. Best to save that topic for another day. What about you, Elisa? Why did you enroll at the academy?
I'm not going to tell you why I enrolled, but let me just ask everybody else. And also, Laura, what's up with your hair? It's like cutting into your boob or something, like seriously?
There's no one single reason, but I think I just wanted to assert my independence. I mean, my situation back at home isn't exactly ideal, and this seemed like a good way to get out and do more, I guess.
I see.
It sounds like I'm probably in the minority then. See, I wasn't intending on coming here at all originally. I wanted to do something completely different.
You did?
Oh yeah, you said you were really hoping you'd get into a music academy, right?
Oh?
Well, I wasn't that serious about it or anything. What about you, Reen? You're the last holdout, and since you're the one who brought it up, it's only fair you answer the question too.
Me? I wanted to find myself, I guess.
Find yourself?
Huh?
Sorry. That makes it sound like a much bigger deal than it actually is. That's the best way I can think of to put it, though.
Nothing wrong with that. Going on a journey of self-discovery? It's actually a pretty cool answer.
Yeah, I had no idea you were such a romanticist. You sure don't come across as one.
I shouldn't have said anything.
So, you want me to wake you up at 6 tomorrow, right? Yes, please. We only have until tomorrow evening, so we need to get an early start. We really appreciate it. Not a problem at all. Have a good night.
But we're not actually going to sleep yet, are we? Not until we write our reports for the day.
I want to shut off my brain so badly right now, but it doesn't look like that's happening anytime soon.
Huh. She seems to have forgotten all about the room situation, and I'm not about to remind her.
Reen?
What is it?
I was unsure whether to ask or not, but I've decided that this question bears answering. Why have you chosen to hold back?
What?
Your sword style and technique. It is the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade school, is it not? Popularized by the sword hermit, Yun Ka-Fai, it combines the best elements of other Eastern sword styles. Those who master any of its forms are referred to as a divine blade, and are said to understand the true nature of all things.
You certainly know an awful lot about it. I didn't think it was particularly renowned here in the Empire.
We of the Arcade School consider the studying of other swordsmanship styles to be an essential part of our training. In addition, my father once told me, if you follow the path of the sword, it is only a matter of time before you encounter a follower of the 8 Leaves.
Your father said that? It's an honor to be acknowledged by the Radiant Blade Master himself. I'm nothing special, though. I'm just a dropout who's never even been able to progress past beginner level. I did train under Master Ka-Fi for a while, but I started to feel like I couldn't go any further with my abilities, and he cut my training short.
What?
So I'm really not holding back. Honest. I actually kind of feel like I'm dirtying the good name of the Eight-Leaf School, in fact. But this is my limit. I'm sorry I can't quite live up to your expectations. Laura?
You have no reason to apologize to me. This is a matter you must come to terms with on your own. Though I'll admit to some disappointment, I was hoping you'd prove to be a good sparring partner. I'm going to practice outside for a bit. Please go and finish your report with Elisa and Elliot.
There's a lot he doesn't want to talk about, huh? I can see in his eyes sometimes that he's bottling something up and trying really hard to keep anyone else from noticing.
You've noticed it too? You sure have taken quite an interest in him.
I was just trying to work out the best time to apologize, that's all. It's not like I've been consciously paying attention to him or anything, honestly.
Reen's not the only one bottling up his feelings, though, is he? You've been doing the same thing.
Yeah, I guess I have.
Okay, awesome. So we got all the max HP. We got 18. That's what we want. And move on to the next day, Sunday. Sunday Fun Day! Field Study Day 2. Let's see what this day's got in store for us. We get to go back to Trista. Well, that'll be nice. Here are your tasks for the day. The market manager left them with me. Thank you. Okay, well, what do we got? Okay, a monster on the West Celtic Highway. And a lost wallet. Okay, we can do that. Huh, even fewer than yesterday. Maybe he gave us less work to do because he knew we were going back to Trista today. Sounds about right. He's a very considerate man. The last train headed your way leaves here around 9 tonight. You get those done quickly enough, you can have dinner here before you leave. Huh, thank you very much. We greatly appreciate your kindness. Shall we get started then? Sounds good. Looks like today's tasks are all optional. Hey, Laura, I wanted to apologize for what I said to you yesterday evening. As I told you then, this is a matter you must come to terms with on your own. It's not something for which an apology is required. That's not really what I mean. I wanted to apologize for making light of the way of the sword. What I said about being a dropout who's never been able to progress past beginner level was disrespectful. To Master Ka-Fi, to the school that I follow, and to the path of the sword itself. And for these reasons, I feel it was inappropriate of me to say what I said, so I'm sorry. If that's the case, then there's one other person you should be apologizing to as well. I can't pretend to know much about your personal circumstances, but regardless of one's background or social standing, one should always be able to live with pride in him or herself. Thus, if you truly did make light of yourself and your own abilities, that's an act of shame for which you owe yourself recompense. Let me ask you a question, Reen. Do you like the path of the sword? It's not really a matter of liking it or disliking it, I don't think. It's part of my life, an inseparable part of who I am. That's all I wanted to hear. I feel exactly the same way. Huh, so you two are friends again then? Huh? Were we not? There was never any rift between us that I knew about. Indeed, this was all handled rather neatly, I felt. Huh, You're both so simple-minded. I feel like an idiot spending so much time trying to devise a plan to get the two of you to make up. Well, you did what now? Huh. It would seem we've caused you undue concern. Geez, can we all just forget about this and move on? Looks like the ground's dried after the rainfall, so to speak. Glad to see you're all looking a bit less gloomy. Margot, we've got trouble! Big, big trouble! Hey, what's up? Slow down, Louise. It's first thing in the morning and you're about poised to wake the dead. You're making such a commotion. Where have you been anyway? You're late. I'm sorry, I just got caught up on the way here. But never mind that, we have big, big trouble. Something terrible happened over at the market. Something terrible, you say? What terrible things happened exactly? Well, it sounds like it actually took place last night. 2 of the stalls over at the market were destroyed and all their merchandise was stolen. That is most terrible indeed. Robbery? I suppose that means the market might be opening late today, which means we could end up with more customers as people wait here for a resolution. Louise, let's get this place ready. You got it. As for you 4, this is our problem, not yours. You just focus on your field study and leave this incident to us locals. You have your own tasks to worry about after all. Of course. We'll be back later. Thanks again. What should we do? I have to admit I'm curious. It's not far, so I might as well just go take a look. Alright, let's take a slight detour and see what's happening at the market then. And we will do that next time on Let's Play The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. This has been David. If you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Have a good day.